Hi, how are you? Good, thank you. How are you? Good, thank you. Um, just thought I better put this through because just in case any of you are about she gets thinking about me, she gets this and she gets that and she gets thinking about all the positions of trust and stuff I've got. So okay, first, God Creator wants us all to do our own individual path, destiny. Who can do that? Anyone. Only one person can do that. Only I can do mine, only you can do yours. There is something absolutely so important that only you can do. Only you. Only me, and only you. So you've just got to keep being good and or holy and or enlightened and or meek. Keep asking for help, thinking down to heart to who you can trust for help when you need help. And keep working hard on yourself and helping others that are good and or holy and or enlightened and or meek. So you are in the right place, inside yourself and outside yourself, for and continuing along your own path, the right path, and for the extra doors of blessings to come to help you to make a quality of life better and make you even better able to do what you have to do. Don't want no covetousness. Don't want no gluttony. Don't want no greed. Don't want no lust. Don't want you to break any of the rules I have for my God First group. None of it. Keep being good and a holy and a enlightened and a meek. And definitely keep using the law of attraction. Sowing and reaping, because it works. Yes. So you can see that. Hopefully you're beginning to see that with my life. So I remember a few months ago somebody said to me, if you're good, only bad things happen to you. There's no power in it. I said I thought they'd see. That's true. So there you go. Hopefully you'll see now. Hopefully. So, and then for them to, and all of you to continue to see, I've got to keep being good and holy and enlightened and meek. So I shall keep doing that. And see you later for my coffee chat, hopefully. Yeah. Well, I got a letter back from 7-Eleven. I think they are going to sponsor me. Oh, I'm going to show the person at 7-Eleven the letter, and hopefully he'll give me a coffee and a packet of cigarettes. Hooray! Hopefully. So here I go. Anyway. Then I'll just say again, if you like, cigarettes help me with my PTSD symptoms. So they're actually helpful emotionally, psychologically for me. But if you don't have a good reason for doing it, and don't do it because it could have bad physical effect on you, right? So don't smoke unless you've got a good reason for it. So emotional and psychological, if it helps you like that, that's a good reason to do it. But otherwise, you shouldn't do it, right? And I'll say again at this point, don't do illegal or illicit drugs. That includes marijuana, no matter what you call it, weed or grass or ganja. I mean ganji good. Ganja is no good. Or any other illegal or illicit drugs. Also, there's a problem with some of the vapes which you can buy. and I don't know what brand they are at the moment, but I'm actually recommending to everyone who uses vapes until we work this out, to smoke cigarettes instead, because what's happening is, I think it's only one type of vape. It's actually, the vape's actually laced with illegal drugs, and you might think, well, it's only $10, so why would they waste $2,000 worth of drugs on a vape? Well, it's got different layers of different drugs with the different flavors, and what happens by the time you finish that vape, you're brain dead. You've got so much brain damage. So you've got somebody who follows you. They just, use you as a slave, take your body parts, kill you, rape you, use you as meat. Wait. So, please, yeah. Until I come, nobody will, because they die when they use it. They can't tell me what sort it was. Yeah, wait. We're just finding the effects of what's happened and managing to get them before they get taken off. We found evidence of others who it's happened to, but we don't know what brand. Yeah, testing, forensic testing and stuff. And I'll tell you again, don't eat meat. And it doesn't matter what sort of meat, just don't eat it. There's so many different reasons not to eat meat. I can't even think why anyone would want to. Don't eat it, don't buy it, just don't do it. God the Creator doesn't want you to do it. I don't want you to do it. It's bad for you in every respect, including soul, including spirit, including mind, including heart, including body, including psychically too. Don't do it. Right? So please don't use vapes at the moment. Sorry about that, but I'd rather you didn't die horribly. So, wait. Okay, thank you. So if anyone has any information about that, please let me know, and then we can, not just, I can just tell you which sort of vape it is, and hopefully all the places who stock it will stop selling it, and none of you buy that one. But until I get that information, I'm just telling you, don't use vapes, please. Sorry. Alright, thank you. So, smoke a cigarette. Okay. So you reckon you don't have the emotional problems to warrant having a cigarette? Okay, so right. So maybe you do, maybe you don't, but because vapes are so dangerous at the moment, some of the vapes are so dangerous, I'm saying smoke instead. Right. Yeah. Right. Okay, thank you. Sorry about that, but yeah, it's very tricky, you'd think. Also, there's some brand of cigarettes. People keep trying to give it to me. My instincts were just going, there's something so wrong with this. I kept giving back, but I had some forensic testing on it, and it's laced with opium, and they do exactly the same thing to people who are on opium that they do to the ones that are on those vapes. You just don't use opium. They might call it poppy, they might call it, I don't know what else, but just don't. Even if it's in cigarettes, just don't smoke them, don't take it in any way, just don't do it. Anyway, so if somebody offers you something that's bad, you say no. You do just think down into heart, thinking of me, say, just get them away from you and the stuff away from you. Don't accept it. Don't. No, because they don't have any. Because if they're trying to get you to commit crime or sin, if they're trying to abuse you, then they've already lost their dignity. They're just crap. They're scum. You don't have to think about. You just remember you've got to. You're in charge of you. You've always got to be the best you can be. So you just like, no, thank you. And even if they're crawling on the floor claiming you've got to eat meat or you've got to do, no, thank you. See, you're still doing what's right. They're the ones doing what's wrong. You don't be polite to them. You just be the best you can be and get them away from you. And think, I do not validate any reality. Remember all the combat phrases I've taught you. Do not validate any reality that is not good and or holy and or enlightened and or meek. Think that down into your heart. Think of me as well. You can also do thinking down to your heart, Terry Standard operating function on, all that stuff. You just don't put up with it. They're the ones doing the wrong thing. They're the ones trying to abuse you, no way. and the reason that I'm saying no to the Protestants, by the way, is because they're still worshipping the beast, the thankfully deceased queen. Right. They're still thinking like her. They're still behaving like her. They're a criminal group. And the Catholics who haven't joined with me, who still aren't able to be called a church yet. We're still waiting to see if they're going to pay me the 100 million reward they offered me for saving everyone. Yeah. And they've got to do some repentance. They've got to change their behaviours, some of their behaviours as well, like communion, sacrament and all that stuff. They've got to stop doing all that stuff and some other stuff. But yeah, so, and they've got till this Friday to pay that. It's supposed to be 100 million American. They've actually got it in the bank waiting. It's just 100 American, really. Yeah, it's in an old account. Just there, just in case of an emergency. They said they'd give it to me if I needed it. It's just there. It's in an old passport. So Pope Pius the Innocent has started saving it for me, and it's been supposedly being paid into till it at least reached 100 million American, and then I don't know whether people kept adding more into it or not, but yeah, that's the one that's supposed to be for me. So anyway, in case you're having trouble finding it, right? So because it is an emergency, because they're trying to bring in the mark of the beast, so I need money to help others, not just Catholics, others, but I work for God the Creator, who's in charge of more than just the Christian religion, and Pope Pius XI understood that, and others have understood that over the years, and anyway, right. See you later.